It's like unboxing a new ball jointed doll. Like, seriously. Okay, so this is an elbow joint. You can see there's some problems here with the 3D printing. There's like these little divots, which is not too bad. I mean, it's really nice that it actually it's like one whole piece. It's a solid compared to something that I actually try to do handmade. So this is a handmade ball joint, and let's compare that. As you can tell, like the ball itself is actually bigger on this one here than this one. So this is handmade, and it has a hole so it goes all the way through. And this one is 3D printed in ABS. It's actually really light compared to this one. This one's really solid. Like, I mean, it is hard. Like, this thing is not breaking anytime soon. This one's really light. It's definitely not gonna break if you drop it on the floor, but it's also really light, and I like it. And it's definitely, I'm probably gonna use some epoxy to fill in these spots, and then sand some areas, and then just test it out. This one over here came out really great, and the size of the inside came out exactly as I expected it to. It's perfect. This one over here, however, came out way too big, and I don't know why. I don't know if I miscalculated it, but I'm going to have to check back on 3D Coat to see what is up with this piece, because this was supposed to be the leg joint, but it is massive. Like, I don't know why it's so huge. Maybe I didn't calculate it correctly. I don't know, but it's really big. So I might end up just using this one to make to sculpt the head, since I already bought this piece. I don't know what else to do with it. This was supposed to be for the leg, but it's too big. This one over here is for the arm. So this is where the elastic string goes in, and then it goes into this little tube and it comes out down here. So this is where the elbow connects over here. Now the reason why it's so thin is just because I'm gonna add clay on top of it, because I work with epoxy sculpt. So this is the material that I sculpt with, and it turns really hard. So I just thought, well, it'd be easier if I can get something 3D printed instead of trying to sculpt, you know, like trying to hand make this thing, which of course it's possible. But as you can see, the big difference is that this is much lighter. It's also, because it's 3D printed, there's like no mistakes. The only downside is just, you know, the little divots here and there. But I mean, compared to this, all I really have to do is just put some magic sculpt in between these, and then just sand it down. So it's like not a lot of work here, right? And this came straight out of 3D Coat. So I designed this in 3D Coat, and this is 3D printed by 3D Hubs. So, and they gave me this little paper here. Which I think is actually really great. At first, before this was shipped to my house, they actually sent me a picture of it. So I already knew that this piece here had little divots inside of it before they even shipped it. And it also told me when it arrived on their website, it included tracking information. So I was a little bit concerned about it when I saw the picture, because I was like, I don't know exactly how the material actually feels, and I don't know if I sand this down, I don't know what's gonna happen inside, because this material is 3D printed. So for example, this piece, because it was handmade, it's completely solid. So I can sand this down as much as I want, and nothing's gonna happen because it's a solid. Now this one over here, there's like some filler material, so it's kind of like a honeycomb shape or a triangle shape. And what they do is, well, what the 3D printer does is it has a certain shape so that whenever it needs to have a solid like this inside, then it will just use that shape to fill in the material. So it's actually hollow inside, but there's a structure underneath to keep this solid piece, really hard, and for it not to break. So I'm not really concerned too much about sanding the outside. What I really need to do though is actually fill this in with material and sand this down so that it's smooth, because it's missing a little bit of pieces here, as you can see. But it's not so bad. It's actually, I'm really happy that, I mean, the amount of work I even have to put into just this doesn't compare, compared to making it from scratch. Again, same thing with the shoulder joint. But this one here, I don't know what I did, but maybe in 3D Coat I miscalculated something, but it's super huge. I mean, it's just ridiculously huge. This was supposed to be, yeah, the leg joint, but I don't know what happened. It's really huge. But overall, I'm pretty happy that I got these pieces, and yeah, I can't wait to try them out and sand them down. I'm probably gonna end up casting these pieces because I want to make copies of them so I can, I can keep making ball jointed dolls. And that's it. I'll see you guys in another video. Yonseo out.